Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well tonight. Welcome in, welcome in. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We get you in the beginning, we get you in the beginning here. And don't forget to hit the like button. If you guys appreciate the content, I hope you will consider hitting the like button. If I am sound nasally tonight, I'm sorry. I don't know. I just I've had to blow my nose like 50 times in the last 5 minutes, and my eyes feel like they're burning out of my head. So if I sound a little under the weather, it's not. It's just allergies or something's going on in here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's these animals, because I always feel like that whenever I come in this room after a while. I don't know what it is. Now I'm looking around, I've been in here for 3 or 4 hours though. So I don't know what it could be. But like I was saying, if you guys don't mind, take a second, just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all those things. If you'd like to join our channel membership, we'd love to have you. It helps me be able to continue to come on every night and do deep dives and do a bunch of cases with you. So that's always pinned at the top of the chat. If anyone feels obligated to want to become a member, we'd love to have you. But tonight we're going to talk about new documents, and we're going to talk about well, one other thing that just kind of blows my mind. This blows my mind. There are people that I've been looking at other different people in the atmosphere, in the sphere, on the streets, and that cover this case. And I don't know, it seems like a lot of people still think that Brian Koberger is innocent. And I'm over here didn't we have a not a trial, a plea deal? I don't know. But the court filings make it clear that a plea deal was entered. It was entered into court. But yet there are still entire channels, TikToks, Reddits, everywhere. They're still, X is, I think, the worst. I think X is the worst. Whenever I'm in like Vincent was he was the bridge guy in Delphi. Um, but that just kind of like took me off guard. That made me laugh. But no, there's just still a lot of people that are thinking that, not their Brian. Not, I don't know. But we're going to unpack all of that tonight, and we're going to talk about some stuff. So I'm sent by a long shot. Yeah. Hey, Blueberry Hill, and welcome in, everybody. And I love that someone said Vincent is probably the bridge guy. He is. And welcome in, everybody. It's good to see everyone. It's good to see everybody in here tonight. I'm just going through the chat just to see who's all here. I saw Paper Girl said, hola. I was replying through them. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Ladybug said, that's not my Vincent. I don't know what Vincent that one is. So I was going to talk about the plea itself. Once Koberger entered that guilty plea, it legally confirmed that, or what the prosecution planned on laying out in a trial, and it pretty much, he told us, by admitting guilt, I killed 4 people and I burglarized their house. And not just 4 people, 4 innocent kids. Not everyone's innocent, but these kids were super innocent. And maybe that's what it is too, a person with, supposed to be going to get his PhD. All accounts, he's supposed to be going on the right track. He skipped out on the drugs. He skipped the weight. He lost the weight. He was doing all those things, but no, he did it. He did it. But it just, I don't know. I just wanted to go over that with you guys because we are going to go through some documents tonight, and none of the documents say anything crazy. I'm not that I know of. I mean, they may. I've been through most of them. I went through them twice yesterday, but I was just skimming through, and then today I went back and I was really reading. But no, we're not going to hear anything that's groundbreaking. If we do hear, let's just say there's a lot of different reports in here for DNA and stuff like that. I'm just throwing a name out here. This wasn't in here. But let's say tonight I tell you guys, we're reading through the documents and I'm like, oh, this is Ethan's brother. And they got his DNA. And, don't think, well, oh my God, he did it. I don't want people to think that. So I wanted to get that out of the way before we started, because I know that it's going to be crazy. I mean, there's almost 2,400 documents to go through. And I think that you can try to put something in there, anywhere. But I'm going to tell you all about this stuff. So it says on here, right when you first open it up, this is page 1. You know how I do over here. We are going to skim through some of these. We'll kind of go a little faster through some, but I'm going to show you them all. This is going to be from the Moscow Police Department. A lot of these reports are, before I want to tell you this because I had some stuff. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of these reports are different labs that they performed when it would exchange hands between different agencies or different detectives. But there's also a lot of reports and pictures and things in here that I definitely think that everyone's going to want to see. So it says Idaho State Police Forensic Services case jacket, and it has the, that's the case number. So a case jacket, what is a case jacket? It's a compilation of all documents and information related to a legal case or investigation. So it is in a legal context, it's often an electronic or physical file that contains documents such as complaints, motions, notices, and orders, providing a complete history of the case. In a law enforcement or private investigator context, it can be a file containing investigative reports, interview transcripts, evidence like photos, and witness statements. So pretty much all that. That's all what we're going to see tonight. Oh, don't worry about the typos, Deborah. I'm the worst at typos. I talk to text when I'm in chats. It's not good. It's never good for me to do that. Okay, let me blow this up a little bit. It skips the paper when I do that. So the first report is just going to have Brian Koberger's name. Everything else is redacted, except for Mogan, Kernodle, Chapin. We have Kaylee down there, but I don't even have her up there. Okay, so this is for this Kaylee Gonzalez. And it's going to be the date that it was submitted, who it was submitted by, and then the agency type. Okay, so item 2159, evidence was sealed and did not appear to have been tampered with. However, there were no initials on the seal. I placed a piece of evidence tape perpendicular to the seal, initialed and dated KF. Okay, so then they just talk about what the evidence, like if the seal was broken, if it wasn't broken, and what was associated with it. They're not really telling us a whole lot of like what exactly it was, but now we come down here and we have case file. Now you'll see like you'll see like case file, and then you'll see like some stuff, and then you'll see DNA extracted, and then you'll see more stuff. So then you'll see like reference sample. So they were getting reference samples to test against the suspected stains that they were finding, if that makes sense. So these are all suspected biostain. And then it just says reference sample. It doesn't really give us a whole lot. Now here it does say on the side, swabs, miscellaneous items. It's same for this one. Some of these are latent prints. Same with this, suspected DNA extract, suspected biostain. Those are all, I'm assuming the biostains are, they think that could be like biologicals or blood, like some sort of biological. And it goes like this for like a few pages until I was trying to think of what I wanted to show you guys next. Okay. So it just says additional evidence added to previous assignment here, and then it just says date assigned. Okay. Additional evidence added to previous assignment. And these are just them passing them back. Like, whoever's signing them in and out. Okay. So then it goes here to the agency courier, delivered by, and it was date received. It was 11/16/22. So Moscow Police Department, and the charge of murder for Maddie Mogan, Xander Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, Kaylee Gonzalez. And then it says agency item description, K-bar sheath with USMC logo. Type of exam requested, general biology screen, processing only. Okay. And I did try to go to this little like thing. It wouldn't take me to that website though. I was wanting to see what the customer agreement was at. So I couldn't find it though. I don't know if anyone else has tried to go to that, but and then this is from Dustin Blaker. I think what was the first one? Dustin Blaker. Okay. It has all of the victims' names on there. Submission of numbers too. Okay, so then it says swab of front strap, swab of blood collected from F2 bedroom floor, blood swab taken from F3 bedroom floor, DNA blood card collected from autopsy, right nail clippings from autopsy, left nail clippings from autopsy, DNA card from autopsy, left and right hand clippings again, DNA card, right and left again, DNA, right and left again, and then 2 buccal swabs, and it's from redacted, DNA swab from redacted, and DNA swab from redacted. Now, I'm not sure who the first 3 people are here on this one, but it's Justin Blaker again. Also, if you see over here on this, see where it says suspect, like, okay, right here, where it says suspect, victim, subject. Okay, so I was curious to like what was the difference. So, a subject, right, for an and in terms of DNA testing and even just they use the same for investigations, but a subject is a person whose conduct is within the scope of an investigation, but against whom law enforcement does not have substantial evidence to justify an arrest or formal charges. The person may have relevant information or their actions may seem suspicious, but their definite role in the crime is still being evaluated. So, yeah, they don't know if it's, it could be them, it could not be. But a suspect is someone who is formally believed to have committed a crime. So, a lot of these you're going to see subject on. But this one, if it says suspect, I don't know, maybe that could be Brian Koberger. So, let's go back a little bit. There we go. So then you see how these are all like subject, subject, and then those are all the victims. Oh wait, I think there was something else I could help. Okay. I think there was something maybe. No, that was all of it really. So then this is where they found a lot of their stains evidence. I mean, when they were in Brian Koberger's house, how many stains like that looked like blood that they took? It was like 60 something. Yeah, buckle up. We're probably going to be reading for a minute. I'm assuming. Blood swab from above stairwell. Blood swab from upper floor banister. Major crime prints for victim Ethan Chapin from autopsy. Major crime prints for victim Xander Kernodle. Same for Maddie. Same for Kaylee. DNA swab of possible finger/hand and face marks from outside south kitchen window. Remember we saw those. The stain swab from bottom handrail, stair between floors 1 and 2. So when you walk, in the front door. Swab of stains on the top ledge of half wall, floor 2. And that would have been that like banister that was like right there, if you're walking up the stairs, it'd be like at the top of the stairs. And then 6 latent lift cards taken from exterior of south kitchen window. And then they have suspect and then subject, 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 victims. Let me put you guys over here so I can see y'all better. I feel like I can't see y'all. There we go. Looky there. And hopefully you guys had a great Halloween. Happy Halloween if I didn't say it to you yesterday. Now I can see you guys. Okay. Did we read all that? Yeah, we did. Okay. So then there was a cigarette butt found bottom of entry stair next to where subject's right foot was. Okay, cigarette butt found in right corner where walkway meets bottom stair. If it was on the bottom stairway, like the stairwell, I mean, that could have blown in from outside even, that cigarette butt. Or if they came in from the back, I mean, I don't know. So this is from delivered by Dallinger, and still the victims' names are there. And then it says blood swab from entry, hallway, wall, and kitchen wall. And then 2 blood swabs and then a glove. Dustin Blaker again. Buccal swabs, 3 of those, and then a DNA swab, and they're redacted. But I thought maybe we could figure it out. But these were date received 12/5. Okay, so they already knew Koberger. 12.5? Okay. Maybe that's just date. I don't know. That's weird. Look at all these people that are redacted. And those were all subjects. Wow. Okay. And then a buccal swab, and then a swab. It just doesn't say from who. And then they just want general screenings done. Buccal swab, 2 buccal swabs and 2 swabs. And then this is still 12.5. Has the victim's names, buccal swab. And just to like warn you guys, I don't know if I don't think we'll get to those pictures tonight, but woo, I was looking through these pictures and some of these pictures are a little gross. Like the earwax on the Q-tips that we'll see. Like, I don't know who didn't clean their ears, Koberger's dad allegedly, for like his whole life. But they're bad. I watched Brian Enton today just to see what he had to say about it. Like I had already seen the pictures from last night, but he talked about it and it made me laugh. So then they have a lift from the kitchen window. They have 1, 2, I think they had 6, didn't they? But they have 1, 2, 3 from the kitchen window. A lift from the sliding glass door, a lift from the front door lock, a buccal swab. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buccal swabs from different people. Empty beer can found on stairs. Backpack found in living room. Held full beer cans. Please also test for DNA. I mean, they could have been that stupid, but I don't think the killer would have left their beer there. Empty beer can found on vanity. Second empty beer can. Beer fan. I think it's just beer can found on vanity. These are all subjects that they just, I guess, ruling people out. That's what they had to do. So it says here, this is controlled substance analysis. They want that done on it. Blue powder found on desk and bedroom unmeasured. I think they, they wanted to know what it was. And then it has all of the victims there. And then now we're at 12/27/22. That's a lot of people that they're testing. So if we didn't see anything, if we didn't see any reports, right, of them testing other people, then I would be like, okay, that's weird, right? That would be weird. I'm glad that they are testing, other people. And welcome in, everybody. So blood swab from the north wall stairwell, already tested positive for blood. The north wall stairwell is the one in the front of the house. Blood swab from half wall, already tested positive for blood. Blood swab from second floor study table, already tested positive for blood. Blood swab from second floor outside of bedroom door, already tested positive. Swab from smear on living room table, tested positive. Swab from edge of third floor door, tested positive. I wonder if like the edge of the third floor door, I wonder if it was like him closing the door and he had it on his hands. I don't know. So this says blood swab from floor stain inside doorway doorway west bedroom, marker R, already tested positive for blood. Okay. Hey, Idaho. How you doing? Hey, kitty cats. Yeah, I showed him last night, like at the beginning of the live, and then I was like, well, whenever we go back through the paperwork, we'll see him again. Um, FBI number 4, 2 Band-Aids, and this is going to be from Brian's. Okay, so these are, I believe, yeah, these are from Brian's parents' house. So they took Band-Aids, a straw. This is from the trash. Pink earplugs. Wonder who was being so loud. Oh my gosh, do you think that he would hold on, do you think it had to have been his parents. Do you think that okay, so you know how when he lived in his apartment, he would be running the vacuum and doing all the things like really late at night to where the lady that lived downstairs was like wanted to say something, but she didn't say anything because she had kids and she was kind of like she didn't know about it. Maybe his dad got earplugs from when he came home. Yeah, I showed it. Yeah, it took me forever to find it because there's 2,400 pages. I was like, dang it. But I did find it. But I think that Brian might have got something wrong with his. I don't know. I was in the shower when I was watching or listening to it. Like I think one of the pictures he might have showed might have been one of the pictures from the state. That was one of their just exhibits. But I have to go back and look. So don't take my word for that. So two pink earplugs, and then lollipop sticks and wrappers. Who be eating the candy? Nail clippers, and those nail clippers, they looked bad. They needed to be thrown in the trash a long time ago. 8 earplugs, used napkins, flossers, like flossing sticks, used Q-tips, Dunkin' Donut cup and lid, straw, flossers, Q-tips, lollipop stick, Dunkin' cup with it just is redoing them. It's like I think they're maybe they want looks like they want multiple tests on them. Water bottles and caps. Now that could have been maybe the water. I don't know if that's from the trash or from his car, but I think that's from the trash. And remember, they flew that evidence back to Idaho and tested it. They brought it back out here. Like they didn't leave it in Pennsylvania and test it. They weren't messing around. So I don't know why they have Brian Koberger and then Brian Christopher Koberger. Like he's 2 different people. But they do. And those all just still say subject on them. And then victim, of course, for the last 4. And then major crime prints, possible hair found inside shower drain, tested positive, presumptive blood, ISP marker 9. Okay. Dark red counter swab tested presumptive positive for blood. Cutting of reddish brown stain on uncased pillow. Is this from his house? Tested presumptive positive for blood. Yeah, this is what they took from his house and stuff. So this is the stuff that did test positive for blood. Because remember the top of the mattress pad or the bottom and the top of the mattress pad was 2 of them that tested positive. But then it says seat cover and cushion from suspect vehicle. They just tested that. Seat back collected from suspect vehicle. Section of headliner near visor collected from suspect vehicle. Seat belt boot collected. Buccal swab collected from suspect in Lake jail. Major crime prints from redacted, maybe Brian. I don't know why they would redact his name though. Okay, this has to do with Brian Koberger, and then there's a lot of people that are just redacted out. Floor mat from floor of suspect vehicle. Seatbelt from the suspect vehicle. It says no exam requested. Why not? What did it say up here for these ones? Okay, they wanted, okay, biology screenings. Brake pedal cover from suspect vehicle. Gas pedal cover from suspect vehicle. I don't know why these are saying no exam requested. There should have been an exam. Black gloves from desk chair, room K, suspect's parents' home. And I think room K was him. Yeah, that was his room. Black gloves from closet shelf, room K. Black gloves from closet shelf. 2 pairs of gloves and knit hat from top of dryer, room N, suspect parents' house. Hyundai key fob removed from suspect's car keyring. Trace material on floor mat from Brian Kohlberger's vehicle. Why would there be no exam requested? There's trace material on there. Really, that's kind of weird. Oh, gosh, Ashley. Okay, so then we've got Brian Kohlberger, and I mean, yeah, like I don't know why this says suspect up here and it's redacted though. That's a little weird. But they do all have all these subjects. They were definitely testing. They were doing their due diligence. They were definitely testing a lot of people. I should have counted these. Son of a gun. Okay. So we're not going to count the first 2 because remember it said Brian Christopher Koberger and then it said Brian Koberger. So that could be what that was. That could be another one of those kind of deals. But and then they just like, I don't know. They should have exited out the whole box. But I'm going to count the subjects in between each one. 1, 2. Looks like 20. Wait, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. So 24. Remember that number. So then FBI, oh yeah, here we go. Number 18, swab of gas and brake pedal removed from, it says 70 swabs for lab submission. This is no exam requested. That's what I don't get right there. Because it should say like biology lab, or whatever lab they want it. Maybe we'll read it and it'll tell us later. Like it'll tell us down. Is a swab of gear shift removed from, that's the vehicle, 70 swabs for lab submission. Same here. For the seatbelt buckle, for the gas and trunk release, for the radio controls. Damn. Swabs of stains on objects in West bedroom on floor 2, markers T and U. Okay. Swab of stain on inner edge of east bedroom door on floor 3, marker X. Submitted swab of stain on trash can in west bedroom. Submitted swab of stain on chair in west bedroom. DNA extracts from items 125.1, 125.2, and 126. Okay, so there's what, 24? Let's count them again. So we can see if there's 24 here. Now I got 23 that time. Son of a gun. Did I count wrong the first time or the second time? Okay, I counted 24 that time. So elimination prints and from 2 different people. Okay. Looks like it's the same amount. Then turn signal assembly removed from suspect vehicle by ISP Detective Talbot. Gear shift knob and boot removed from suspect vehicle by the same detective. And they all were helping each other, get this stuff together, get these different tests, like done. And I think the reason why they have the victims on that at that bottom is so that they can, whatever they test, they want to test it against the victims. So pink blanket with red hearts. This is the one that was in Dylan's room. I'm pretty sure. Which tested presumptive positive for proteins using blue star. Area that luminesced is indicated with a Sharpie. Please test for blood. And that could be like any kind of blood too, I don't know. But laboratory case number, gives case number up there. It says green and pink jacket, which tested presumptive positive for proteins which illuminesced using blue star. Area which illuminesced was front zipper. Please test for blood. And see, it says general biology screen. That's why I'm wondering why those other ones didn't say that. I'm just curious to know. Underneath my nose is itching. I'm sorry. I'm like numb there, so I can't scratch. It's like an itch you can't scratch. Sorry, I feel like my nose is running out. Now that I said that. Hey, Aries. Okay. 2 exemplars, BTN. Let me see if I can find out what that means. Oh, never mind. It doesn't have it. So I thought maybe it would have like what BTN exemplars meant. Because that's something I don't know. And I went to school for this. It's just been a long time. They've come such a long way. Oh, such a long way since I've been in school. I didn't go down that page. No, I think I just went back. Oh, that was the 3 exemplars. Okay. Still the same amount, it looks like. Item 913 and 918. We don't know what those are. So it's a lot of redacted stuff, so. So it says here, bio-suspected biostain, K-bar sheath with UMC logo. And this is whose custody it was in, when it was in there, who had it, when they had it, all that stuff. When it was in the evidence locker. So from 11/16, they were even 12/16 courier. Oh man, released to submitting agency. Okay, lab staff. Nothing looks weird. Other than the dates are kind of a little weird. No, they're not. I thought they were out of order, but they're not. Oh, okay. Let me go back up here. I didn't realize this right here. I didn't see this. Sorry. So they swabbed. I want to make sure I get them all. Okay. So they swabbed the swab front strap. They swabbed the edges of the handle portion. They swabbed the edges of the blade portion. They swabbed swabs of stains on back. So there was something on there. I'm going to say blood. They Swab left hand. Oh, wait, these are the clippings. So, okay. So it says, biosuspected biostain, left hand nail clippings from autopsy. You will see the nail clippings there. They are bloody nail clippings. Just to let you know. I don't know, like, I remember seeing them. I just don't know if they're going to pop up all of a sudden. And I don't want to, like, scare you guys. But that's what all of these are going to say, I think. Actually, maybe not. Swab, yeah. So, okay. So, left hand nail clippings from autopsy. Swab of left fingernail clippings from xanochromodal. Dark red counter swab tested positive presumptive blood, ISP marker. And it's item 100. Cutting of reddish brown stain on uncased pillow, tested positive presumptive blood, ISP marker B. Stain on cutting from uncased pillow. And this could be Koberger's uncased pillow. Because I know he had one that had like two, like, or had like some blood staining on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Because top of the mattress pad and then the bottom of the mattress pad. Yeah, so bottom of mattress pad. Stain A on bottom portion of mattress protector. Stain B on bottom portion of mattress protector. Stain B on bottom portion of mattress protector. Stain C on the bottom of the mattress protector. Seat cover and seat cushion, which we already went through these, kind of. Cutting from bottom of seat cushion. So they like opened up the seat cushion and like they were like, even if he scrubbed this seat, and made it like sparkling, maybe it seeped through. And they so they cut a piece of that out and they still didn't find anything on there. Seat back collected from suspect vehicle. Trace material from back seat cushion. It says section of headliner near visor collected from suspect vehicle. Wow, they just took it all. Seatbelt boot collected, and I'm sure it was swabbed. Buccal swab collected from suspect in Latah jail. Okay. Major crime prints from suspect and latent print exemplars. DNA blood card. That doesn't sound like fun. DNA extracts from items 72 through 78. 101.1, 103.1, 103.2, 103.3, and 108. Oh, I was meaning to read these to you. Floor mat, trace material on floor mat of Brian Koberger's vehicle. Seatbelt from suspect vehicle. Brake pedal, cover from suspect vehicle. Okay. Gas pedal cover from suspect vehicle again. Or was that the brake? I think I might have said brake first. Black gloves from desk chair, room K. That's Brian's room when he's at home. Black gloves from closet shelf, room K, suspect's vehicle's home. Parents' house. Sorry, suspect vehicle. Suspect parents' house. Sorry. Black gloves from the closet shelf from his room. 2 pair gloves and knit hat from top of dryer, room N. Okay. Hyundai key fob removed from suspect car ring. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to be finding a black balaclava. Right hand nail clippings. Swab of right fingernail clippings from Maddie Mogan. Swab of gas and brake pedal removed from, it says, this is a different car, isn't it? No, has to be his. 23M. Okay, 70 swabs. Yeah, 70 swabs. And then FBI number 21, swab of gear shift removed from the vehicle. And then 70 swabs. That's a lot of swabs. Swab of seatbelt buckle, 70 swabs. Swabs of gas tank or gas and trunk release. Swabs of radio controls. Swab of stains on objects in west bedroom on floor 2, markers T. Okay. Submitted swab of stain on trash can in west bedroom. Swab of stain on inner edge of east bedroom door on 3rd floor or floor 3, marker X. So that would have been Xana's room, and then this would have been Maddie's room. DNA extracts, and that gives the items. We won't know though. Elimination prints from, and it's redacted. Elimination prints from someone else. What did this one say up here? Sorry. Okay. This one here says elimination prints from, it's redacted, and this is left hand nail clippings. And then these are going to be for Maddie Mogan. Swab of left fingernail clippings for Maddie Mogan. And then everything that you're seeing in here, right here, this is like the date, time, the custody. It's just who switches, like it, who takes like ownership of, the items, or whether they're locked up in like an evidence, locker or storage. And their evidence locker, we saw it. It was like in their, like you could pull a car in there, like you could do a couple, like maybe a couple cars, and then it was like their evidence was like on their back wall or something in there. So they didn't have like it didn't look like a huge evidence storage, but I mean, they probably didn't think they're going to have a case as big as this one. Oh wait, did I read up this? I always forget to read these. Sorry. Gear shift knob and boot that was removed. Pink blanket with red hearts, which tested presumptive positive for proteins using Blue Star. Okay, we already read that. But we'll see the blanket and the jacket. The jacket to me looked like it was just like thrown in some mud. I don't know. That jacket looked really dirty. Oh, sorry. The green and pink jacket. And the area that luminesced when they sprayed with the Blue Star, it was the front zipper. So they just want them to test it for blood. It doesn't mean it was. It just means that they wanted an extra test just to make sure. So then DNA extracts from items. So then 2 exemplars from this person. 3 exemplars from this other person. Item 913 fingerprint. That's what it looks like it says. Item 918 fingerprints. Major case prints of, and it's redacted. DNA blood card from autopsy. Right hand nail clippings. And then these are going to be from Kaylee. Swab of right fingernail clippings from Kaylee. So they took the clippings and then they, then they test the clippings. Left hand clippings. Swab of left fingernail clippings from Kaylee. 2 buccal swabs, and they're redacted. A DNA swab, and it's redacted. DNA swab, redacted. Man, they really redacted a lot, didn't they? DNA swab, or DNA extracts from items, and it just gives the items. So, DNA extracts from all those items right here. It's a lot of items. So then digital images for comparison. Okay. Portion of DNA extract from items. It has the item number, and then DNA swab from stairwell. Let's see. Okay, sorry, blood swab from above stairwell. Blood swab from upper floor banister. Major crime prints for victim Ethan Chapin from autopsy. Major crime prints for victim Xana Kernodle from autopsy. Major crime prints for Maddie and major crime prints for Kaylee. DNA swabs of possible finger/hand and face marks from outside south kitchen window. And that's the one that we saw not too long ago. Submitted swab of face mark on outside of south kitchen window. Submitted swab of hand marks from the kitchen window. And the finger marks. Wow. Swab of blood collected from F2 bedroom floor. Stain swab from bottom handrail, stair between floor 1 and floor 2. So the top, it looked like the top of the handrail and the bottom of the handrail. Did I miss one? Stain from the bottom of the handrail. And then swabs of stains on top/edge of half wall, floor number 2. Damn them people, Lenora, calling you when you're busy. Don't they know that you have class right now? Oh my God. Vincent, that's not my Vincent. Guys down there. Oh my God. That's not funny. It's not funny, but it is. Because it's like, why is it every time I see the chat? Oh my goodness. Now, you know, Richard Allen did that shit. But he was on the hill once. Or I mean on the bridge. Vincent was on that bridge. So he could definitely technically be a bridge guy. Because I mean he was on the bridge. Just years later. So submitted swab of stain on edge of a half wall. Submitted that to be tested. Submitted stain on top of half wall. 6 latent lift cards taken from exterior of south kitchen window. Cigarette butt found bottom of stairwell bottom of entryway stair. So that's where it was found. Okay, yeah, it probably just came in when it was like windy or something. I don't know. I don't see why like somebody would, put their cigarette out on the bottom floor downstairs. But I mean, I've seen crazier, I'm sure. Well, actually, PKC was on that bridge, actually. When we first started, someone came in and said, Vincent is the bridge guy or something like that. My nose is runny, sorry. It's not really like even runny. It's just enough to bother me. So I'll just take my tissue and rub it. Don't mind me over here. DNA extracts from items 33 and 34. DNA extracts from 23, 24, 29.1, 29.2, 29.3, 30, 31.1. Wow. I swear it sounds like I'm hearing people like at an amusement park outside. Like I'm hearing stuff. That TV must be on out there or something. I'm like, what am I hearing? What do I hear? Okay. So, sorry, this is submitted swab from entry hallway wall. And then this one was from the entry hallway wall and the kitchen wall. Hey, Betsy Ross. I saw you saw that our new friend was back, William. You made me proud. You made me so proud in that comment section. I'm gonna blow my nose really quick. I said that yesterday in the live. I was like, Betsy, wherever Betsy Ross is. Betsy shut William down real quick with facts, with straight facts. I mean, killed it. You really did. You did a really good job. I was really proud of you. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. I wanted to say, like, I was like, oh, just stay out of it. But I wanted to put under there and comment so bad and be like, she's from my chat. Because the people in there, the people that root for Brian, okay, I just have a real quick question for y'all. I know you haven't read any documents, and I know you haven't even looked at the screen when another creator was reading a document because you've been spelling his name wrong for almost 3 years now. Like, you can't even spell his name right. Screaming at the screen. Oh, I know. I got it up for us to we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch it here on one of these lives. Yeah, Betsy. Oh yeah, Betsy was she. I mean, I said it was. I was like, it was like 4 paragraphs, perfectly tailored. You have to listen to what I said last night on the live. I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was good. It was good because a lot of people don't think rationally. Like, I mean, over there on his page. I mean, they all don't. So when I saw that rational thought, I was like, I'm here for it. I pulled up my seat, got my drink, and I read it. I was like, I'm ready to read this. So submitted swab from kitchen wall, blood swabs, blood swab again. I'm gonna get. I mean, this video is probably just demonetized. The amount of times I've had to say, blood, but I don't. What do other people call it? I'm not calling it red stuff or anything. So it is what it is. So glove, swab of stain on palm under pointer finger. Like right here. I don't know what side. On the other side too. It doesn't say like, I don't see where it says what side, but on ring finger, on the inside of the black polar penguin glove, they took swabs. A buccal swab from somebody. Another buccal swab. Another buccal swab. These might be the 3 from, or no, that's 4. So it's 4, 5. Swab from someone. A buccal swab. 2 swabs. They're just not telling us who they're for. So another buccal swab. DNA blood card collected from autopsy. Buccal swabs. I'm sure there's so many of those. DNA extracts from all of these items. They really did they did some testing. They were messing around. Oh, are you kidding me? Where'd you come from? One dang cat. Hold on, let me let him out really quick. I didn't even know he was in here. Yeah, I could be sitting facing the opposite way of him, and I can hear his little back paws crack because he's 18 years old. That cat's he's so old. He's so old, but he's so awesome. Yeah, so it might have been the glove that maybe like Chris McDonough found. He found it. It would have been Thanksgiving, so that was lift from kitchen window. Do we just go buy it? I can't remember. I think it was just all the buccal swabs. I can't remember how far back it was, but, um, yeah, I wonder when they tested that. So we're, like, on 12/16, so well, these ones are 11/18. If I come up on it again, I'm gonna take a note in that. Because remember when Chris McDonough found the black glove outside the house? Like, it says polar, like, penguin glove or whatever, like, the white was on this side of it. If it was faced or vice versa, if it was faced, like, up, like, with the palm side up, it wouldn't have the logo on it, it would be on the opposite side, so, I mean, that could be that glove. Or it was one that they took from Koberger's parents' house, and it just didn't end up testing. Yeah, that was the black glove by the dumpsters, yeah. That was the one that Chris McDonough found. Having his wife out there on Thanksgiving looking around at that house. No, he found it, like, it was slightly like, it was right by the trash cans, like, right in the driveway pretty much, like, right off the side of the driveway. This is the lift from the kitchen, the sliding glass door. I think this is gonna be, like, we're gonna go through all, like, the crazy, like, the redundant stuff first, so we're just gonna keep on going through these buccal swabs. These are fingernail clippings from Ethan. These are all buccal swabs. These are probably from the victims too, maybe, I don't know. You'd think these would be from other people, though. Swab of lid of areas on beer can from stairs, okay. Please also test for DNA. Oh, okay. Gum with wrappers. Swab of handle loop. Swab of left shoulder strap. Okay. Right shoulder strap. Swab of fabric zipper pulls. Empty beer can on vanity. Swab of lid areas on beer can on number 1 on vanity. Or vanity. Okay, these are just beer cans. Left nail clippings from autopsy from Ethan. DNA cuttings from items. Blue powder found on desk in bedroom unmeasured. Okay. Blood swab from north wall stairwell, already tested positive for blood. Same one there. Same one here. This is from the first floor or second floor study table. Is that like in Xana's room, the study table? Blood swab from second floor outside a bedroom door. Living room table. We've got third floor door. We have from stain inside doorway, west bedroom. These are all blood too. 2 Band-Aids from Koberger's parents' house. Cutting from 1 Band-Aid. And then we went through all these, the straw, the swab of the black straw, the 2 pink earplugs, the swab of 2 pink earplugs. So they're like collecting, and then what they're cutting from is what it looks like. So I'm just going to kind of scoot through these because we went through these. These were the earplugs and all of those from Brian's parents, the flossers, the Q-tips, the gross stuff, I'm sure whoever had to dig through that was not happy. 50 popsicle sticks. What the Why? Who Sorry, hold on a second here. Who's eating all the popsicles at Brian's parents? Let me go up one more. Okay, so that's the Dunkin' cup with the lid. And then it says 50 popsicle sticks, water bottles and caps, swab of bowl and basket, water bottle from redacted, Poland Spring water bottle and lid. Oh my gosh, water bottle from redacted. Oh, these are all just water bottles. Major crime prints. Possible hair found inside shower drain tested positive presumptive blood on a hair or in the drain, probably the drain. I said, how the hell? Okay. So now we're here. Idaho State Police Forensic Services, forensic biology report. Okay. So we've got Moscow Police Department, investigating officer, analyst, the date evidence accepted, and who the victims are. Evidence description, item number 1. Okay, so we've got the K-bar knife sheath. Item 1.1 is the swab of the front strap. Item 1.2, swab of edges on handle portion. 1.3, swab of edges on blade portion. 1.4, swabs of stains on back. Now, that to me says that he placed the knife sheath with the button snap up, like facing up to the sky, because there's stains on the back of it. And in my opinion, that would be blood stains on the back of it. So like we kind of all thought this whole time, he takes the knife sheath out of the knife, or the knife out of the sheath, and he lays the sheath right down. Like, you know, the knife comes out, this is the top, this is the bottom, and then you lay it down, just right down. That's probably what he did. Conclusions and interpretations. Results from presumptive chemical tests performed on item 1 indicated the presence of blood. Well, yeah. Item 1 was swabbed for DNA collection. Trace evidence was collected from item 1, but was not examined at this time. Known reference samples from Madison Mogan, Xander Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kayla Gonzalez are required for DNA comparison. Please contact the laboratory regarding the status of these known reference samples. And they didn't examine it at that time because they didn't have anything to examine it to. A known reference sample from any developed suspects is required for DNA comparison. Please contact the laboratory regarding the status of the known reference sample. Depositions of evidence. Items 1.1 through 1.4 were forwarded for DNA analysis. Results will follow in a separate report. Item 1 was left in the custody of forensic scientist Tina Walthall, pending latent fingerprint processing. The empty packaging for items 1.1 through 1.4 has been returned to the main laboratory evidence vault pending DNA analysis. Okay. Remarks. The descriptions, conclusions, and interpretations stated above apply to the sampled as received. I declare it a perjury. Okay. And then she signed it. Date issued 11/18. Okay. Now this is like the knife sheath packaging. Okay. So then on 11/17, the whole swab cut to DNA, remaining swab stick pack. Okay. So this is just them taking the swab out, swabbing it, putting it back into the packaging, taking it out, like opening the packaging, taking it out of the packaging, swabbing it, putting it back into the packaging that it belongs in, you know, like that. So this is the K-bar here that they're talking about. They're not talking about this exact one, but we'll get there. Okay, so side A. So this is the areas that they were scrubbed. This is the areas that they, you know, went around. So this is where the blade goes in right here. Snap. Okay, so the handle portion is up at the top because that's the blade handle. Area swabbed, item 1.2, no edges only. So only around where the blue is, because at the top. And then area scrubbed, item 1.3, and that was the blade portion. Now, side B, it looks like that's where it tested positive. Area swabbed, no individual stains swabbed. So that's what it was, the individual stains. And then side B again. Okay. And then just maybe it didn't print out all the way on that. I don't know. That's weird. Okay. So where did I see it? Where it said that? Okay, never mind. Okay. So Moscow Police Department, trace material collected. I bet you like stuff would go like get caught in those little fibers a lot. Okay, so this is not to scale. Note, not to scale. Trace material collected. Oh, look at that little hair. Looks like that there's specks all over that, doesn't it? Like blood specks. I don't know why it didn't load it all the way. Like maybe, oh, it's probably because they took the picture so zoomed in. That's why, dummy. And welcome in, everybody. If you guys don't mind, we take a second, just hit the like button for me. It really helps. If you guys want to become a member, that really helps the channel as well. And I linked the link up at the top. Okay. So we'll this is like the admin review checklist. We'll read over this once, and then if there's any more, we won't have to read over them as much. Positive and negative controls checked at the time of testing with expected results. Documentation using a sketch and or photograph with appropriate elements included. Appropriate examinations test performed. Appropriate sample selection. Report addresses all items received and tests performed. Conclusions are supported by results/data. Appropriate matrix fields, including foresight completed, dates of analysis noted, kit/regent, reagent. Oh, I should know that. I should go back to school. Lot numbers and expiration dates noted. Reasons for rejecting results noted. Chain of custody is complete and reflects transfers made. Review acceptance of work performed by another analyst documented. Appropriate samples and or lysates with reagent blank forward for correct DNA analysis type. Packaging and item types for created items as described in notes. Permanent retention marked appropriately. Reported depositions reflects notes and chains of custody. Reference sample and or consumption results, or I'm sorry, request documented. IKTS updated for SAECK analysis, photograph of sperm/hair included. Batch review completion documented. Sorry. I was just like, what did I read? Is the reported description of items consistent with the description provided by the submitting agency? Select the priority status of the DNA assignment. Now it says 1. I wonder if 1 is like super priority, like if it's like a 1 to 5 and 1 is like super priority, or like 5 is super priority. I wonder. Select the priority status for the DNA assignment. Oh, this is 1, sorry. Examination, documentation, and report reviewed for completeness and clerical errors. Attachments are associated with the correct case. Attachments are free of obliterations, write-overs, and cross-outs corrections. Items forward for DNA marked as retained and correct items sourced assigned, and DNA extracts created and scanned to appropriate location. That's a nice little checklist they got. She signed it. So the next thing is item 1, nice sheath. It was not processed for latent prints. No latent prints were observed or developed. Okay, so that's what they did on that testing. Showing the chain of custody, I guess, the picture. It's so weird seeing this stupid K-bar knife sheath after all these years. I know I was surprised when I saw it. Okay. These are just okay, so it looks like submitted swabs from F2 bedroom floor and then F3 bedroom floor and swab and debris from F3 bedroom floor. Right fingernail clippings from Ethan. The left, the right, the left for all the victims. We're just going to go through here just to make sure though. Right, left. Yeah. Okay. It looks like hold on. Oh yeah, that's right and left. Okay. Results from presumptive chemical test performed, and it's on the items 3, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16. And the swab from item 4 indicated the presence of blood. Okay. Results from presumptive chemical tests for the presence of blood were negative on the debris from item 4. Okay. The description's conclusions, okay, yeah, they're best to her ability or their ability. And then small manila envelopes with the nail clippings that's what is showing right here. Okay, so it just says how many stains that they tested on each, like, nails. Okay, just making sure there's nothing that we're missing. Okay, so this is going to be item number 6. And it's the area swabs and then the, like, whatever it says 0 total, and then it has, like, the plus. So that's where they swabbed, and then she said that she had broke a couple as she was swabbing them. So then opposite hand, nobody wants to look at bloody, clippings. I'm just gonna kinda pass through those, but just showing you, like, where they tested, area scrubbed, item 10.1, item 12. So sad. And then this is what we read earlier. Okay, so this is for the DNA reference cards. Okay, so it's just item 1.1 through 1.4, 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Wow, and then the DNA extracts from these items. Wow. It seemed like they had a lot of blood around there. So DNA analysis employing the polymerase chain reaction PCR was used to generate a short tandem repeat STR profile from items, the 1.1 through 1.4, that's the sheath, and a portion of items 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 18, and 19. Okay. The DNA profile obtained from item 1.1 was determined to be from an unknown male. Ethan Chapin, redacted, and redacted, are not the source of DNA on this item. This DNA profile was entered into the combined DNA index system, CODIS, to be routinely, can't even say it right now, searched against the database. The case agency will be notified in the event of a profile match. The DNA profile obtained from item 1.4 indicates a mixture of DNA with a major profile which matches the obtained from the known reference sample of Kaylee Gonzalez. Assuming a two-person mixture, this DNA profile is at least 757 septillion. That's almost as many times as Brian was DNA was on that evidence. Times more likely to be seen if it were the result of a mixture of DNA from Kaylee and an unrelated, randomly selected individual than if it resulted from two unrelated individuals randomly selected from the general population. Maddie Mogan is a potential contributor to the minor component of this mixture. Assuming a two-person mixture, this DNA profile is at least 48.6 quintillion times more likely to be seen if it were a result of a mixture of DNA from Maddie Mogan and an unrelated randomly selected individual than if it resulted from two unrelated individuals randomly selected from the general population. Ethan and Xana and these redacted people are excluded as contributors to this DNA mixture. So whoever these people are right through here, I would have just been like, unredact my name right there. Keep my name on there right there because they're excluded. The partial DNA profile obtained from item 1.2 indicates a mixture of DNA from three individuals, at least one of which is male. Due to the low-level results and limited data, no comparisons can be made. Okay, that could be why too. The partial DNA profile obtained from item 1.3 indicates a mixture of DNA from at least two individuals, at least one of which is male. Due to the low-level results and limited data, no comparison can be made. Item 1.1 and 1.4 were consumed during testing. However, DNA extract remains for these items. Items 1.2 and 1.3 and their DNA extracts were consumed during testing. Item 20 has been returned to the main laboratory evidence vault pending additional DNA analysis. All other items and the empty packaging for items 1.1 through 1.4 have been returned to the main laboratory evidence vault to return to the submitting agency. Okay. So I guess this is how much, what is this? Okay. As provided in Idaho Code, okay, the Idaho State Police request restitution from the defendants in the amount of $2,000 in association with laboratory case number. What? You better just eat the cost for that one because those families better get their money before these people do. So they want money too. This amount is based upon the number of DNA analysis performed at a cost of $500 each. So just the victims, I guess. Okay. Restitution is paid through the court, and they in return will direct payment in Idaho State Police to Idaho State Police. Okay. And they're just talking about the fingernail clippings still. These are DNA swabs. DNA extraction. Total of samples 22. Master mix made for 24. This is just the chemicals that they've put together to like get what they're getting. Now these are going to be the charts. I was seeing if they had any of the names on here, but it doesn't look like they do. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Short Buzz. Oh, we're just reading through these new documents. Look at this whole page is redacted. I don't like that. And so is half of that. Okay. We're just going to go kind of fast. So if you want to look away from the screen for a minute, I'm just going fast just to get through all the redacted stuff. I don't want like anybody having a seizure or anything, like the motion sickness or something. Give you guys motion sickness. My goodness. So resolve more DNA mixtures. Okay, this is just gonna be about the DNA. Doesn't give us the contributor or anybody. And the good thing about this is we can always type in keywords too. So I'm going to go past all of this. It's all redacted. Actually, you know what I should do? I should just remove it. That way I don't get you guys all crazy, feeling like, you're getting seasick. I can't believe how much they redacted out of here. I think it will, I can, because it's for the, the safety of the other people that were not looked at as far as, I don't think suspects, but subjects maybe. So this one, they just says, digital images for comparison captured at 1122, 4 exemplars bearing Ethan, 4 for Xana, 4 for Maddie, 4 for Kaylee. Okay. So, okay, no likely candidates for the latent print, it was saying. Okay. I think we're getting some, no, maybe. Okay. So this is just, looks like the fingerprint cards. Oh, now we're back to more redacted. I can't even see where they put the fingerprints on the card. I can see a bunch of like black stuff, but that doesn't look like no fingerprint to me. So then left foot. Whoever's right foot. Oh, and then there is ones that are like turned. They're like, I don't know how to say that. That was what we've read before. These are going to be more. Okay. So this is just, we've read these. This is the fingernail clippings, all of that stuff. Okay. The DNA profile obtained from item 3 matches that obtained from the known reference sample of Xana Kernodle. The DNA profile is at least 12.5 septillion times more likely to be seen if Xana is the source than if an unrelated individual randomly selected from the general population is the source. It says item DNA profile obtained from item 6.1 indicates a mixture of DNA. Xana is a potential contributor to this DNA mixture, assuming a 2% mixture, and that Ethan is a contributor. This DNA profile is at least 19.4 septillion times more likely to be seen if we're a result of a mixture of DNA from Ethan Chapin and Xana Kernodle than if it resulted from Ethan and an unrelated individual randomly selected from the general population. And then there's like a lot more people that are excluded down here. So it says Mattis Mogan, Kaylee Gonzalez, and then all these people are excluded. The DNA profile obtained from item 7.1 is consistent with that obtained from the known reference sample of Ethan Chapin. The DNA profile obtained from item 9.1 indicates a mixture of DNA from a major profile, which is consistent with having come from Xana Kernodle. Ethan Chapin is a potential contributor to the minor component of this mixture, assuming a two-person mixture, and that Xana is a contributor. Okay. The DNA profile obtained from item 10.1 indicates a mixture of DNA with a major profile, which is consistent with having come from Xana. Ethan Chapin is a potential contributor. Okay. And then the next one, 12.1, the DNA profile, it's consistent with the known reference sample for Maddie Mogan. The DNA profile obtained from item 13.1 indicates a mixture of DNA with a major profile, which is consistent with having come from Maddie Mogan. Kaylee Gonzalez is a potential contributor. Okay. I was seeing if there was like anything about like anybody else being a match. So then they go through 15.1 and 16.1 are consistent with Kaylee. The DNA extraction and quantification employing real-time polymerase chain reactions were performed. Okay, so this is the DNA extraction part. And then it's probably going to go redacted here in a minute. Yeah, if I had to be a betting woman. We won't tell. My sarcasm. This is a lot of redactions. Don't mind me. I'm just over here scrolling for us. What's this? Okay. This is a lot of just their different tests that they were running on, on the different samples of DNA that they had, whether it was from, one of the victims or Koberger himself. Now, I will forever wonder, and I wonder if he'll ever come out and tell us. I mean, there's a lot of questions I have. There's so many, but I would really like to know what the hell he was walking through that house with. That was a cylinder. It looked like a cylinder, like things like that. They're just like stupid. I have stupid questions like that. Like, I don't really care. He ain't gonna tell us all. I don't think in a million, gazillion, trillion years he'll tell us where that knife is, but I think he might tell us some other things. Especially if they make him look good, though, he might tell us. Because there's only one bro out here that's riding hard for you, Brian, and he don't even really know you. That's weird. Oh my goodness. Do you see all this redaction? I knew it was a lot, but I didn't realize how much. Okay, let me go on the fast track again over here with this. Because we'll be here all night if we do that. I'm going to like, oh, wow, we already got past that. Okay, never mind. Okay, there's the polar penguin glove. Okay. Okay, so here's the Moscow Police Department. Here is the K-bar. The blade portion, handle portion. Area that was scrubbed. Polar penguin. Yeah, it was on the backside too. So maybe it was found, you know, the other way because it says 12/2. No, it was 12/20 when they found it because they found one too, but I think they found theirs on 12/19 or 12/20. I don't know if that's the same one they found. It looks like it. And that's what we read earlier, just the checks that they do. So we got suspect, subject, date evidence accepted, 11/21. Latent prints L1, L2, and L6 were previously captured digitally. Okay. Oh, did they get them captured like digitally at the crime scene? I think they did. Wow. Okay, so they're just talking about like some of the prints don't have enough clear ridge detail for comparison. And it doesn't look like it was theirs. Alkin comparison is inconclusive because of the detail. Okay. It says no prints were found on file for these people. Okay. Okie dokie. And then this is just the latent print analysis notes. It says no, another person was added to the names tab. When I checked the names tab, another 10 people had been added. Talked to Rylan about these people. Ran 3 searches on the following persons. Asked if this person wanted compared against, and he said, sure. He said that Moscow should be getting FPCs from the others, so I told him fingerprint placard cards or whatever they're called, or whatever it's called, place cards, or whatever they're called. I told him I would wait and finish his comparison against the victims and then issue another report with all the other persons. Okay. And then those must be all the other persons. I don't know. We didn't get them. Or what is this? Oh, this is like a black sheet of paper. Okay, this is what this is. Looks like. This is the kitchen window. So where they were getting the fingerprint cards from, like that's what these are. That could be what that black stuff is too. These could be pictures. We just couldn't, maybe I can't see them. Like not like meaning they're redacting them, just meaning we just can't see them. Or maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know what it could be actually. But they're just going through doing everybody's right foot, right hand, left hand. And it said that it didn't have enough ridge detail in the fingerprints to make a comparison. Okay, this is when they. Okay, so 1122 on 11/17 at approximately 8:54. Hogan, Jungling, Ayers, Barry, and I arrived at 1122 King Road, Moscow, Idaho, 83843. Detective Talbot was present upon our arrival. King Road is a white colored 3-story home that faces north in a residential neighborhood. The house consists of 6 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. The first floor consists of a west bedroom, a bathroom, a furnace room, an east bedroom, and a stairway to the second floor. The second floor consists of a living room, a bathroom, a west bedroom, and an east bedroom, a kitchen, a storage room under the stairs, and a switchback staircase to the third floor. The third floor consists of a west bedroom, a landing, a bathroom, and an east bedroom. The second floor west bedroom had few belongings. A bed was against the south wall, and a table with 2 drawers was against the north wall. A freestanding mirror and furry chair were in the northwest corner of the room. There were a number of apparent bloodstains on the bed, the south wall, the west wall, the door, and the floor. In the third floor east bedroom, a bed was against the north wall with a closet, and a closet was against the south wall. A desk was against the west wall. There was a number of apparent bloodstains on the bed, the north wall, the east wall, the west wall, and the door. So they did 3D imaging. I photographed the scene for overall location, identification, and condition. Okay. So they performed presumptive test for the presence of blood on 61 areas from the scene using orthotolidine. Okay. Just up and down the walls, the banisters, underneath the cabinets, the glass door. The following items were collected from the scene by FS Berry and I. 1 potential hair from the half wall between the floors 1 and 2, marker 5. 2 potential hairs from the second floor hallway leading to the west bedroom, markers 1 and 2. Potential hairs from the second floor west bedroom door, marker 6. 1 cigarette butt from the exterior of the south side of the residence, marker 3. Potential face, hand, and finger marks from the exterior south kitchen window, marker 7 through 9. And 1 paper note located in the parking area, marker 4. Remember that paper note? I wonder what that's. Did I forget? I don't think we. I think we could see a little bit of it, but I don't think we could see much. FS Yingling powdered processed the following areas: the exterior lower pane of the south kitchen window, the exterior frame around the lower pane of the south kitchen window, the area around the handle of the exterior interior of the kitchen sliding glass door, and the frame and the jamb of the interior of the kitchen sliding glass door. That's a lot. 6 latent lift cards were collected from the exterior lower pane of the south kitchen window. I photographed the approximate size and location of bloodstains and or groups of bloodstains in the second floor west bedroom and the third floor east bedroom. In the second floor west bedroom, bloodstains AA through AG were documented. In the third floor east bedroom, bloodstains BA through BL were documented. So then FS Yingling and I processed the following areas with amino black. Upper handrail between the first and second floor, hallway leading to the second floor west bedroom, second floor west bedroom floor, second floor west bedroom doorknobs, interior, exterior, threshold of the second floor east bedroom, interior and exterior handles, areas of the interior kitchen sliding glass door, door jamb of the sliding glass door, interior threshold of the kitchen sliding glass door, edge of the kitchen countertops, half wall. We could see it. Remember on the pictures that I showed you, the crime scene pictures, you could see like the blood, like the amino black, like running down the cabinets. And the third floor east bedroom threshold and doorknobs. Okay, that's a lot. There's more. It's just a lot. They weren't messing around. We cleared the scene on 11/18 at approximately 21:14. All evidence collected was turned over to Detective Talbot on 11/18 at approximately 22:41. Okay, we transferred digital images from the LizQ imaging system, and that's the, like I said, the 3D imaging on 11/19. On 11/19, they went back to the house to photograph potential tire impressions in the road across from the residence, as requested by Detective Talbot. Okay. 11/18, they arrived somewhere to process the vehicle. They were accompanied by Detective Tolson. Oh, that's the one, I bet. That car that everyone that said it was like Brian's. That wouldn't have been that date, though. No, that wouldn't have been. That was a Toyota. Okay, this is Toyota Prius. I was thinking that other Elantra for a minute until I realized the date. Okay, so they searched the vehicle, no significant findings. Okay. So then on 11/18, they went to assist in the search of an apartment. Okay. Let's see where we at. Okay. I'm going to stop there. I think that's a good spot. Yeah. That's a good spot. And then we'll pick it up tomorrow. I might come on during the day even and read some of this because it's not that much more. I mean, it looks like a lot, but we're already on 663 out of 2,300. And I think a lot of them we can just like slide on through, I'll write down. It's always a learning as you go kind of thing. I'll write down the pages that are like just redacted, that we could skip over. And then that way I could just put in the top, we could fly by them a lot faster because there is there's like some, I don't know if they're emails per se, but there's some reports I wanted to read to you guys in here. There are some more pictures. They do find the black balaclava. As far as I know, that's the one. I mean, I don't know how many that Brian would have. Now he could have more than one. He could have some. I mean, the Poconos are where a lot of people go to ski and things, but even people that I know that ski, never seen them in a balaclava before. Yeah, just the knife. And if anyone has any questions for me, always drop them in the comments, drop them in the chat. Just let me know. I'll always answer them for you. And there's never a dumb question around here. I'm just reading the chat. So Bree, they were wanting them to pay for them, just like everybody else. So they're getting them at the same time we're getting them, which is sad. Which yesterday, maybe I should do that next time I see them so fast. Because I did see these ones from ISP quick. Like, I didn't see anybody talk about them till today. But we didn't go over them last night because what did we go over last night? We did podcast, didn't we? Now we'll go look. Oh, no, I'm going to have to go look. Let me see here. No, I have to look at them. Let me see. Oh, it was the Brett Payne and Molly the DoorDash, the new interview that came out. That's what we watched. I was like, what did we watch yesterday? What did we do? We did the podcast the night before that. Now we will tomorrow sometime. So make sure this is marked on your calendar. Either during the day or tomorrow night, I want to come on and I want to go over anything that's new with Kada Scott, Melody Buzzard, because there is some stuff with Melody that I want to go over. I don't know if there's really anything in Kada's, but I'll double check. And I'm trying to think. The David case. Also, I don't know if people think that I forgot because I didn't. Do you guys remember Brittany Gard, the woman that went missing for 8 days after her house caught on fire? Her house caught on fire. She was gone for 8 days, and then she was found in the woods like 2 miles away or something like that. I mean, I'm not trying to be, I'm glad she's found. I'm glad she's okay and she's found. But you can't ask the general public to help you find somebody and these be the circumstances that are surrounding this, right? And then you not come out and make a statement after you find her. Like they said, we found her, she's good, she's at the hospital getting checked out, and that was all we heard. Nothing else. I don't appreciate that, you know? Like, I wanna see this all the way through. If I put my time and energy and stuff into something, I wanna see it all the way through, you know? They should have been given them Brie, they should have sat them down and they should have talked to them and told them every single detail, every crumb of this case, everything that they stuff that, like, I don't know. I would even wanna know, what did Bill Thompson eat every day that he worked on this case? What'd you eat for lunch, Bill? I wanna know what sandwich you like. Like, I wanna know it all. But and they should have told him that, you know? "Oh, that's cute, Reba. That's a cute idea." Oh, yeah, Ashley, she was taken somewhere, yeah. Probably, if I had to guess, FBI. FBI's, wherever they're located at in that state. Well, it's California. Okay. So wherever they're located, which I'm not sure where they're located. So wherever they're located, they would have to, yeah, like it would have to be wherever. Yeah, I think they did. I think I think they took her because they've been searching her house up and down, top to bottom. And I'm here for it because we didn't get that in Madalena's case. I'm still, I will be some sort of, I will feel some sort of way for the rest of my life about that case. I really will. There'll be no justice in my eyes. But I hope that they find Melody. I hope that it's sad. She's such a pretty little girl. And the thing is, we don't even know what she looks like because the pictures that we were given were from either from 2 to 4 years ago. I mean, a kid can change in 2 to 4 years so much. Yeah, Lacey, I wanna, yeah, I wanna know where these people, the Brittany Gard, she just pieced out. I just wanna know. I might have to, like, maybe we could do a FOIA? Maybe. Maybe we do like a, I don't know. Yeah, they had a bunch of searches that they're doing, so yeah. I'm just waiting for them to say they arrested her, really. I mean, um, I don't even know how they would, I don't even know what they would even arrest her with. Failure 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 to report your child missing? Fail What did they charge, Lori with at first? I forget. Was it failure to report? Because they didn't Diana Kojikari didn't get really charged with much of anything. Oh, yeah, I didn't get to watch that, Laura. Well, there is justice for Monkey. Did you hear, Lee? Did you hear about the arrest in that case, Stacey Wandra? You're arrested again. I hope they don't let him out this time. But that is such good news. And I heard, if anyone is been wondering about how Brandy is doing, I heard that she was able to get her liver transplant, like whatever she needed. I guess it was partial. I don't know how these work, but she was able to get it. She's on the mend, you know. But then this is like her body has got to be like, I mean, that has to be a, I hope she was able to sleep okay the last couple nights. I hope she was able to sleep better, a little better, maybe not as good as, she'll never sleep as good as she used to probably, but hopefully she got to sleep a little bit better with having the comfort from having the surgery, having the comfort of Stacey Wandra being back in jail. He looks like shit. I mean, they never looked good to begin with, but he looks bad. They all look bad. Hold on, what? Oh, I thought you meant Ladybug, I thought you meant that Brandy Neal finally took hers down, and that's why I was about to cry. Oh, geez, yeah, she did take yeah, Melody's mom, she did, she took them off. Now, I don't know how I feel about that. That's I mean, okay, if the signs were facing towards the house, like, if they were facing, like, "Where's Melody? Where's Melody?" I would probably take them and maybe turn them around, or, like, something like that. Um, but the sister said that she couldn't tell which or it was, like, the sister or someone said that she couldn't tell which one that her or her and her niece put out there, if it was any of those or what on Ashley Banfield. I did hear that on the actual show, so, but, I mean, I wouldn't be taking any of them down. That and if I did take anything like that down, I would be replacing it with one large, very nice missing child's poster. Do you know what I mean? Like, something to where you could see it, and then I would move if this was just me, because I know and her brain's probably like this too, um, that might be, like, too much. They even said that she's not mentally good. That might be too much for her. Now, do I care if it's too much for her? Not really, no. No. Um, because I feel like when you're I don't know, I don't there's always a starting point to people's crazy. They just don't, most people go and get help and then some people don't. And then it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Now she wears wigs. She has the child wearing wigs. What is wrong? What's going on? Right? Like why are you having your 9-year-old child wear a wig? Like, I mean, uh, why? Like, these 2 babies don't even look the same. Let's see if I can like, they said they could tell by her nose. Okay. This little girl, I cannot this is a baby to me. This looks like a baby. I don't know how old she is here, but she looks no more than 4, right? You think she's older than 4? I think she's like 4. The hair is so pretty. This little girl could be 9, but she even looks a little tall to be 9. Doesn't she? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't have kids. Now, could that be the same nose? It could. I don't know. Oh, you guys aren't even seeing it. I'm just over here. I'm over here looking at both these pictures like, oh my gosh. Like, look at this. This little girl, like, they just look so much different. Oh, wait, here, there's a better picture. It's bigger. I wish I could see like her eyebrows or something in the second like in this picture here, other than just the nose. Rightly, yes. Yeah, we do have some news in Celeste's case too. So I'm gonna get with Steve. I'm gonna ask him tomorrow if he has any information he wants to give me, because I know that there's like there's a lot of information coming out anytime. This is what I love about Steve. Tell Steve something, like, go on a podcast and say that Steve said something that he didn't, and he will come out with the receipts, and that's what I like about him. Doesn't look like her to me either. Like, not even if that little girl grew up, right? This little girl doesn't match that little girl. Like, not even the face shape to me. But I don't know. I mean, I could be totally wrong. That wig could probably be really throwing us off, and the hat, the hood and all that. Um, but yeah, let me see. Is there anything else? Let's just type in Brian's name just for the fun of it. You never know. Nope, there's nothing. Oh, well, yeah, no, like this, the the newly um, unsealed or released documents. Just says shows knife sheath, which I thought it was kind of crazy. They only gave us like 2 of the actual knife sheath, and then the other ones were like of what looked like it was there to scale the knife sheath, which I don't know why they did that. But I'm going to jump off here. It's 2 hours in. Yeah. Yeah, like the face shape or something doesn't really look like hers. But she could have, I mean, like things, kids change. I didn't. Let me look at me. I look the same as I did when I was 9. You ain't telling me no different. No, I'm just kidding. But you could tell, like, if you saw a picture of me when I was like 9 compared to 40, you'd be like, that same kid, that same person. I don't know if that's a good thing, though. Is that... Just kidding. But have a great night. Yeah, so, yeah. She's 9. And like her, I mean, I guess she could be. I mean, I was tall. I was tall for 9. I don't even know how tall I was at 9, but I was tall. So we are going to go over. So don't forget, we are going to still go over, Brian's girls, her little YouTube and the TikTok. And we got to go over William's new video. He's sitting here in this video just sharpening this knife. Like, what is wrong with you? Seriously, dude. Like, if someone could get this word back to him, what is wrong with you? People that don't even have a heart can clearly see what's wrong with you posting a video saying that you know Brian Koberger and he's innocent, and you're sharpening a knife the whole 9 minutes. You're gross. So get that back to him. That's gross. What man does that? When 4 people were brutally murdered, no matter if you think you're bro, which he's not even your friend, that's what we need to write Brian about. We need to say there's somebody out here that's claiming they know you, and they're saying all these things about you. I don't think Brian would like that very much. Someone's outshining him in his own case. Don't think I won't write a letter like that and say, don't let him outshine you. We'll be hearing more than just Peru's name. They're having a party and they're all drunk. They're singing, nothing's going to stop us at the top of their... Oh gosh. People are fun. We don't have loud people here. They're always quiet. Except our dog is the loudest. Oh, she finally went and laid with her. Earlier, the dog went and lay with the other dog, and it made me feel bad. I was like, go lay with her. But thanks for being here tonight, guys. I appreciate you so much. Be careful. Lock your doors. All the things. Lock the windows. Make sure, keep the outside and the outside. But thank you guys for being here tonight. I'll see you guys all tomorrow on the live. I'll probably be doing one, like I said, during the day, and then probably one in the evening. So just be on the lookout for that. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Today is the last day of our spring forward or whatever, I guess, our daylight savings time. So we're going to fall back tonight. We'll have that 1 hour of extra sleep tonight. And then tomorrow is just like it was. It's just a different time. So it'll be 5 o'clock and it'll be dark. I may come on actually earlier tomorrow. We may start doing that. We may start doing 8:35. I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know